And as we celebrate Hispanic Heritage Month, some leaders of Hispanic communities now are using this month to amplify their voices in the fight for D.C. statehood. They say that the district, which has prominent Hispanic communities, lacks certain rights for its citizens because it's not a state. 7 News' Christian Flores talks with the Hispanic leaders behind this fight and why they say this is important for their communities now more than ever.
No taxation without representation.
The most well-known battle cry in the decades-long push for D.C. statehood, Hector Rodriguez is familiar with drawn-out fights. After serving in the military,
The theme is a call to freedom.
he founded the group Veterans United for D.C. Statehood.
They have sent their sons and daughters to combat, to die for this country, okay? And when they come back, the people who sent them to combat don't allow them to have a vote in the Congress of the United States.
Pushing for D.C. statehood is not just about the title. When you cross state lines, say into Maryland or into Virginia, there are certain rights that you have while living there versus living in the district. What Hispanic leaders want to do is make sure that when you cross back into the district and live there, that you have the same rights as your neighbors living in states.
Latinos are double disenfranchised in the District of Columbia because we don't have representation in our Congress. And then on top of that, we deal with issues of equity and discrimination.
D.C. Latino Caucus President Jose Barrios points to people like Franklin Garcia when talking about disenfranchisement. Garcia served 3 terms in Congress representing D.C., a position that does not come with a vote on the floor. He says the issues run deeper, like when D.C. was shortchanged $750 million in federal COVID-19 grants, according to initial calculations by the Center on Budget and Policy Priorities, before getting this issue resolved, despite district residents paying the most federal taxes per capita in the country.
It's always we have to fight for versus it's what we're entitled to, which is what you would do or have if you were living in a different place other than D.C.
We pay taxes and we share with, those taxes are shared with other states who have all the freedoms and the rights that we don't. So we're actually subsidizing them. D.C.
has seen its Hispanic population grow by more than 40% since 2010. Despite having the highest population density in the country, the district can't even pass their own local laws without federal approval, drawing fears of having laws like their driver's licenses for recent immigrants who have not yet obtained U.S. citizenship overturned.
We could have potentially the federal government step in and overturn a law that our locally elected folks think is adequate for our community.
Hispanic leaders say it is their duty to continue this fight.
We want to be at the table making these decisions, fighting for our city.
We're here, we're present, and we vote, and we're increasingly politically organized.
In the district, Christian Flores, 7 News.